Today we kick off our 7-night, 8-day water rafting adventure on Colorado River in Grand Canyon. Woo! We left our Las Vegas hotel at around 5 a.m. and headed to Lee's Ferry, Arizona, where the excitement really began. On our way to Lee's Ferry, we made a quick stop to Walmart to grab some last-minute items for the river. We also swung by Jacob Lake Inn for some delicious cookies. Yay! We made it to Lee's Ferry, guys, and our raft was waiting for us. We had an orientation at the hotel last night to go over what to expect on this trip. They also gave us our assigned waterproof duffel bags to pack, so we were all set when we arrived.
It's a great time because I think this is a pretty... Yeah. No, I've never had it. All right.
And let the expedition begin! And oh, meet our amazing tour guides, Julie and Ben.
Hey, Julie, we're going on a rafting trip!
And we got everybody!
We do?
Yeah!
Alright.
One, or mile zero.
Mile
So we're
zero.
starting the Grand Canyon River miles right now. So now we're officially in the park. This is also a gauging station for the USGS. John Lee was down here years ago, how Lee's Ferry got its name. He had been kind of hiding out because there was a mountain massacre that had occurred. He was part of the Mormon family, and they would actually cross people from one side to the other. You'll see sort of a trail up here, and this is called the Honeymoon Trail. We'll the bridge back in 1929 when they built that first one. They probably didn't think about the vehicles that we have today, right? Weird, doesn't it?
Situated to
Wow! We had perfect weather, sunny skies, the water was clear, it had this beautiful green color that looked amazing against the red and orange canyon walls. Exciting! That was fun! But more to come, guys! For now, we are camping here for our first night. This is our first experience doing this trip and it has been great so far! Especially sleeping under the stars. For now, good night! Good morning! Who's ready for day 2? Me! After breakfast, we headed to this first hike on this trip. This trail was pretty challenging with steep climbs, rocky paths, and sometimes even narrow ledges. But every step you take is rewarded with incredible views. We're glad we did this in the morning though, where the canyon provided us shades as we tackled this trail. In the end, we were rewarded with this interesting beauty. I forgot the name though, I'm sorry.
Cave coming up on the left, but if you kind of look back over your right shoulder, you'll see the rest of it. So it's a corresponding underwater river there on both sides. Do a little dozy-do.
After those exciting rapids, we pulled our raft onto the sandy beach and stepped inside this massive, naturally formed amphitheater carved into the red rock. They call this Red Wall Cavern. This cavern is huge with a ceiling that stretches way up high and sandy floor that's perfect for kicking back and relaxing. We also took some time to just chill in here and eat our lunch. Good morning! After breakfast, while the air is still cool and crisp, with the sun just beginning to light up the canyon, we hiked to the top of Nankuip Granaries. When we reached the granaries, it was wild to think about people living and storing their food there centuries ago, with the same stunning views we are seeing today.
Up there, unemployment, a casino up there with a gondola down to here. This is a sacred place for many of the tribes. Just we didn't feel was the answer. So they definitely wanted the money, but they didn't want to damage this sacred site. All right, shoot, water bottle.
Wow, just look at these guys! This is one of the hidden gems here in Grand Canyon, the Little Colorado River. The water is just an incredible shade of blue, thanks to the minerals in the river. One of the most exciting parts we did here was the natural rock slides. We slide down the smooth rocks into the pools below. It's like having your own private water slide, and it's a total blast. It's perfect for a playful, relaxing time.
Uh-oh! We lost the engine.
We're so glad we chose the Grand Canyon Expedition Tour for this adventure. The hotel stay the night before and after the trip was included, which was super convenient. They also took care of all the land transportation, making everything completely hassle-free. Oh, wow! Thank you for the planner. We hike a short trail to an ice-locked canyon to find some shade while waiting for the temperature to cool down before setting up our campsite. We rested there for a bit, admiring the amazing rock formations. Good morning! It's day 4 of this amazing trip. Woo-hoo! Oh my god! One of the coolest things today was watching our guide Ben pull off an incredible boat parking maneuver. We then hiked through the canyon, following the stream all the way to the stunning Clear Creek waterfall.
And then we can see there's a ranger station. We can see the roof of the ranger station. And they've got a pretty extensive construction project going on right now. You guys see these white rafts tied up here at a place called Pike Creek. So this is where a lot of the trips will exchange folks. People can hike out to the south rim and end their trip here. They hike in and start their trip here. So the trail cuts up Pike Creek Canyon on our left. 7 miles up gets you to the south rim and all the lodges and Grand Canyon Village. And
Alright, this is our spot for lunch on our 4th day. What? The rapids today were absolutely thrilling, especially the Taco Rapids. It was definitely one of the highlights of the day. Alright, our guide chose a fantastic campsite for today. We pulled in first, unloaded our gear, set up the kitchen, bathroom, and tents, and then headed to a nearby creek for a refreshing dip to cool off from the heat of the sun.
If you're right.
12-mile rock.
And I was like, yeah, it's 13-mile rock. Probably not in your book. I think they just labeled it. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, mile rock. And they're like, you just said we went 12 miles. I was like, all right, here's the deal.
As soon as I get to
We are on day 5, guys. So basically what we did on this trip was we spent our time cruising the river, making stops for hikes and lunch along the way during the day, and then scouting out a spot to camp for the night. We didn't really have an exact itinerary, only our guide would fill us in on the general plans the night before.
that one, that rapid. Yeah, it was worth it.
We got more coming up too, and this low water
This is our first hike on day 5. It was a short but somewhat strenuous trail with some scrambling to do leading to the stunning Elb's Chasm waterfall. The water was cold, but diving into the pool beneath the waterfall was a great experience. Elb's Chasm is lovely shaded grotto. Its emerald colored pool is perfect for swimming on a hot day. Next, we went to see a slat canyon called Blacktail Slat Canyon. These narrow, winding canyons are carved into the rock over millions of years by water and wind, creating some of the most surreal landscape you'll ever see. Navigating to this canyon offered a mix of excitement, beauty, and a sense of discovery. Just cruising down the river, and all around you are these massive ancient rock walls that looks like they've been sculptured by time itself. These formations come in all sorts of shapes and colors. Some rocks are layered in shades of red, orange, and pink. Just amazing. Alright, after lunch, we went for our third stop for today at Stone Creek Waterfall. Just a short walk from the river. We took refreshing showers under the waterfall to cool off, and it feels so great. The last waterfall of the day, and by far the best, was the Deer Creek Waterfall. With over 186 feet, this waterfall can be accessed both by backpacking or by rafting. We stayed there a bit longer, waiting for the temperature to cool off before heading to the campsite our guide had in mind for us. We even had this fun challenge to touch the back of the waterfall. At first we were hesitant, but then Connor successfully did it and the rest of us followed. It was a great rest area, and after that we cruised to our camp for the night. Alright. Right there.
Bye, Ernie.
Wow, we're already on day 6, guys! And oh, Ernie is the blackbird who always check out our campsite whenever we leave. We packed our lunch before breakfast earlier because our guide told us we'd be having a picnic at Havasu Creek. Can't wait for that. For now, we're just soaking in the beauty of these incredible rock formations around us. Cruising the Colorado River in the Grand Canyon and camping here, you really get to experience the Grand Canyon in a way that the day trippers just can't. The peace and quiet, the incredible sunsets and sunrises, and the feeling of being surrounded by nature 24/7, it's all part of the adventure. Plus, waking up to the sight of the canyon walls glowing in the early morning light is something you'll never forget. One thing I'll never forget as well is when our guide Ben wakes us up for breakfast and say, "Good morning, Grand Canyon!" Coffee and teas around the world. It's just a fun memory. We arrived at the trailhead to Havasu Creek, and parking the boat was a bit tricky, but our guide did a fantastic job securing the raft and everyone. The hike to Havasu was strenuous, especially the first part along the edge near the river. We had to wear our life jackets until it was safe to remove them. There was some scrambling involved, but I was glad to see everyone doing great. When we arrived, we were rewarded with the stunning beauty of the creek. There were other rafters from different tours as well, which was nice. Our guide Julie blew up a flutie for us to use in the stream. It was so much fun, and even the 2 kids from our group tried it and loved it. We also did some water jumping and explored further up the stream. There was this tricky tunnel to pass through before exploring more, and we meet some day hikers who had hiked the trail from the campground at the top of the creek down to the river. It was about 10 miles each way. Later, when the other groups left, we had the entire creek to ourselves. We waded in the water, ate our lunch, rested, and just enjoyed the serene nature. This experience was a mix of relaxation and excitement. It was a chance to unplug, connect with nature, and make memories that will stick with you forever. There were some situations that were not great, such as sand wind, and heat, and huge lizard who crawled on my tummy one night, but But it was not a vacation, it's an expedition. And it all
Big Mike.
is part of the excitement. And this is how we set up our cot in our campsite. And this is where we camp on our 6th night here on the river, guys. Isn't it beautiful? And then here's our kitchen. Done! Ta-da! Wow, it's day 7, guys, our last full day by the river. By the way, we saw an empty kayak floating by the river this morning. The water rose last night and it looks like the owner didn't anticipate it. We really hope they managed to find their kayak.
That's called Vulcan's Anvil. And different people have different ideas of what it is, other than just a big old hunk of lava.
All this shit.
Hold on, Just wow, that rapid today was absolutely thrilling. Watching other rafters tackle it gave us a whole new perspective in that adventure. I'm so grateful our guide let us stop and watch. It made the experience even more exciting. Volcanic activities in this part of Colorado River in Grand Canyon adds to another layer of coolness to an already epic landscape. In some areas, you can see remnants of old lava flows and volcanic rocks that tells a lot of stories. As you raft through these areas, you might notice dark, basaltic rocks that stand out against the usual red and orange hues of the canyon. These volcanic rocks were formed when lava flowed down into the canyon, cooling and hardening into the formations you see today.
See, there's a rock there that's maybe 10 or 12 feet. We're gonna go do some rock jumping if you guys want. Unload the boat. Eat poop, load the boat. That's what we do. Eat poop, load the boat. Unload the boat, eat poop, load the boat.
Wow! 234. Water rafting in the Colorado River at the Grand Canyon is one of those bucket list experiences you just can't miss. Imagine the thrill of navigating through the heart of one of the world's most iconic natural wonders, with the Grand Canyon's towering red cliff surrounding you. As you set off, the river's rapids provide an exhilarating ride. But it's not just about the excitement. There are moments of calm where you just can float along and soak in the breathtaking scenery. The contrast of the roaring rapids and the peaceful stretches of the river gives you the best of both worlds. Along the way, you'll encounter hidden waterfalls, ancient rock formations, and even some local wildlife. Plus, the friendship formed with your fellow rafters adds to the fun. Sharing this adventure creates a bond and a ton of stories to laugh about later. Whether you're a seasoned rafter or first timer, the guides are fantastic at making sure everyone feels safe and has an incredible time. By the end of the trip, you're left with a sense of accomplishment and awe, having experienced the Grand Canyon in such a unique and thrilling way. It's definitely an unforgettable adventure.
Coming with us, GCE, select the Grand Canyon.
Oh yes.
Because it's really easy to go to cool places in the Grand Canyon because every place you go to is cool. So it makes my job easier. So, anyways, thank you guys very much.
Jackets on and buckled on this thing. It looks like everyone's pretty savvy with that. Most important is that we stay seated the whole time we're under power and cruising.
We are grateful to GCE or Grand Canyon Expedition Tour for making this happen. Special thanks as well to our two amazing tour guides, Ben and Julie, who always reminded us to drink our water and wash our hands. They are so hands-on and really took good care of us. Above all, I just thank God for His beautiful creation. It's like you can't help but feel grateful for such an incredible piece of nature. Well, until next time, bye!
Then we'll be on this dirt bus for about 30 minutes. It's gonna be a little bumpy, and then we'll switch over to our nicer bus and hand out lunch. And then, guys, the community bag is not gonna go with